the music.
We're counting down today's biggest hits.
The heartbeat of Lagos.
99.9
Check
FM.
it out. It's the all-new morning rush.
Let's go.
The freshest breakfast.
The biggest hits in Lagos and the information that matters all day.
It's the all-new Morning Rush with Osi and Ada in the morning.
Everything is lit.
It's still the heartbeat of Lagos, the Beats 99.9 FM. My name is Osi. Yes, it's on and popping right about now, 10:24 on a fantastic Thursday morning. So anybody that knows Thursdays in Lagos knows this, calm, easy, breezy. Depending on what side of town you actually stay. You stay in armpit of VI, so.
Of Lagos, where all the fun stuff happens.
Really?
Yeah, you're the one that has to travel from God knows where.
I live in Ikoyi.
You do not live it. Stop lying. You don't live in Ikoyi.
Why? I don't understand this.
You guys, OC's house road floods. You know, I'm gonna post actual evidence you sent to me. Of the front of your yard, and you see
apartments in different areas of town. So I went to see my tenant. How
you went to your tenant.
Oh, you guys have flooding issues. Yeah, sorry.
You are a liar.
10:25 right now. We have a superstar all the way from Accra. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Sarkodie. How you doing, man?
Good, brother.
Yeah, Obidi Bum Baby.
What?
Is that all you say?
Again, repeat that.
Obidi Bum Baby.
Nah, you got it wrong.
What is it?
Wow, that was so close.
That was close, right?
Yeah.
At least I tried.
Yeah.
I think it's Abidi, right? Abidi Bump. You see?
Abidi what?
Abidi
Be. Oh, okay. I tried.
Yeah, no.
I tried.
Yeah, no, you're not guessing it, Sosie.
I tried. So you need to just speak close to the microphone.
All right.
Okay.
Am
cool.
I clear? Good.
Yeah. You
Nice.
are. Yeah.
Nice. Thank you so much for having me.
It's
Before
great.
we start, let me say a big thank you to Beats. You guys support. I see the songs being played every day on Twitter.
Yeah.
Definitely one of the radio stations that really supports Sarkodie. So I want to just get that off. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you,
You're
no
very
problem, man.
welcome.
Anytime, man. We're huge fans of your music
you.
and everything. So, a whole lot has been happening as regards your sound, you, and a whole lot of people. I think you still do not get enough credits, as you're supposed to. I don't know if it's the way the Ghanaian music industry is structured or set up, or maybe generally people just, how. Maybe when you sing too much of somebody, just be like, okay, yeah, he's him. We know him. He will always put out fire music, and he just tend to just move on. From the BETs to the things you've done, especially putting the Ghanaian music industry on the map. I don't think you get credit enough, because when you look at the way Nigerians actually celebrate their own, and when there is a David or there's a Wiz, but I look at Ghana, and most times it's Sarkodie, and it's just So why do you think that is?
You said I'm looking at you just speaking. It's crazy. I think for like the past week or something, I was on the media tour and I had a conversation like that. Sometimes it's a sensitive conversation when I'm involved speaking about myself. So when I hear it from you, you saying it. Now I need this clip to trend. What you just said right now, I just need it right now. Because when I say it,
I'll not be banned from Ghana. Probably.
It's kind of like dicey when it's me coming from me, right? Because you have people, you have friends, and then they don't want to feel a certain kind of way. But what you said, I think I could say I do get my support from Ghanaians. Yeah. Just that I know what you're trying to say. Like they should really hold on to moments and cherish it.
Yeah, because I'm like, the songs with Ace Hood, and when you talk about, the music industry in Ghana, you are one of the very few artists
who's pushing it outside Ghana.
Yeah, so I just want to play a clip, from an interview that I found the other day. Can you just hear me hit that?
Stoneboy is doing a lot that you guys should be like 24/7 highlighting. Like I was saying to say in TV that. That's what these guys are all doing. And I'm also what they are doing. I remember when BET was posting Burna Boy selling out the Apollo. He said the first half will be the artist. You see, because we don't hold on to it. I did it before him.
So that's huge. That's crazy. For you, a Ghanaian artist, to sell out the Apollo. And it took me, radio presenter, doing my research, and I have Sarkodie on my show. Let me just before talk about. And I'm like, okay, he did it. And it's almost like we don't hear these things.
We don't hear. It just
almost like
through
it's not happening or anything. So I feel like we recognize how talented you are. What you're doing, especially not just for Ghanaian music, what you're doing for African music as well. And I think that our Ghanaian brothers and sisters, man, it's almost like they don't know what they have, and they should actually just show you so much love, man.
This minute,
yeah,
you're trying to get me speechless.
Why?
Basically, because everything I want to say is what you're saying.
Okay.
So I have literally nothing to say. It's
Okay.
just-
So interview over.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
Yeah. So yes, I think I genuinely think as an African, so when Burna Wiz win, it affects Africa.
Yeah.
If you're African, that's when you can say, oh, you're from Angola, you're from here. But people from outside, they see all of us as Afrobeat and what we represent. So I'm not mad at that. But as you said, I think countries should hold on to highlights that we can build on that, because that inspires the next generation. Because now if you just throw it away, Stone Boy is doing a lot and we just want to overlook it because of what? Because we're looking somewhere else.
Kitty's doing
Everybody's
so
killing
much.
it, you know?
I'm a huge Kitty fan. Love his music. That Say Cheese song is such a bop.
Beautiful music.
And what's her name again? Becca.
Yes.
Becca comes here a whole lot and everything. Because I keep saying
RTBs.
that, I think the first time I paid a lot of attention, close attention to Ghanaian music was Batman Samini. That he won, he won an
Legend.
award. Yeah, the headies and everything. So in my own, and I'm like, Ghanaian music is, I liken it to South African music because it has so much soul.
Yeah.
And there's no way you hear Ghanaian song and you not
don't
hear
know.
their local language inside. So you guys are so proud of your culture.
you so
You're
much.
so proud of you
Thank
being
you.
Ghanaian, and it's like you just carry everywhere.
This is refreshing.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It's
Thank
great.
you.
Nah,
Thank you
I mean,
so much.
because I don't buy into, forget what we do on Twitter, that whole Nigerian, Ghanaian, and Jollof, whatever, anything.
It's love.
At the end of the
It's
day,
good banter.
It's love.
So it's good banter, but
Yeah.
I see us as one strong brotherhood. There's a whole lot that binds us together. Or largely from the fact that we are side by side. Based on geographical terms and anything. Our music is even similar. Culture is similar. Food similar. So a win for Ghana is a win for us. So it's never a case of where look at what they're doing in Nigeria, Ghanaian artists and blah blah blah. So like you have your own. You celebrate your own as well. Except when we are playing football. So I'm not supporting the Black Stars.
I feel you on that. Yes.
So a new album out.
Yes, no pressure.
Yeah. Okay. So this is your album number. I've lost
7.
count now.
7.
7.
Legends,
Yes.
man.
7
This
is
guy.
a good number. 7 is a very round number. I remember I was at a shoot, I think 2 days or a day after the song dropped, and everybody obviously in their masks and whatnot, and the song with Oxlade,
Yes.
that song played from the start of a, say, 4-hour shoot
Wow.
till the end.
Wow.
Like it would go off and somebody would be like, what happened? And then it would go like no, there was a dedicated phone and a dedicated speaker.
Wow.
And that's all that was playing. And for me that was a very it moment. Like this is an artist because the song is new.
Yes.
Agreed, okay, yes, Oxlade, who's a big name
new
in Nigeria
sensation,
right
yeah.
now, is on it. The mesh of both of you on that song, one day after it was released, everybody kept saying one word, song is spiritual. I'm like, okay, I hear that a lot, but this is actually the first time I'm hearing and feeling and understanding the power a song can have. So what was it like, making a song that now that you've heard this impacted so largely?
I love that record because of the story behind it, because Oxlade apparently had been trying to reach out to me in the DM that he has a song for me.
Interesting.
So it was tailor-made for Sarkodie.
Yeah.
So as soon as I heard it, I was like, yes. So what he did was we had a live band session in Ghana, and he said, this is the song that I had. So he did the melody, and I didn't really get it. So I had a band there, and then they sang it, and then he sent the actual record, which is this one. And I just fell in love. I did the 2 verses, I think the same day. Sent it back and said, get it touched, and then I added it to the album. But definitely one of my favorite records on the
album,
project, because
right?
I love moods, I love melody, I love music that makes you feel something.
Yes,
sad,
it does.
happiness,
Yeah,
anything.
I think that's what stands your music out. Every time I listen to, love what you did with Banky W. It seems like you've done,
You've
done
touched everybody
more.
today.
Who am I yet to
And work with.
Don Jazzy?
Yeah.
I need to do something with Jazzy.
That would definitely happen. So there's always what's the word right now? There's always fire. There's always something as regards anytime you listen to a Sarkodie song, something. Even if you're rapping about being the big homie on the block, or you're talking about love, or you're talking about anything, there's always something.
It's a vibe.
So basically, growing up in Ghana, being a Ghanaian yourself, so has that in any way shaped the kind of music that you make?
Yes.
Okay.
Ghanaians, I don't know if it's the right way to say it. We deal with a lot of emotions.
Yeah.
We're very
Why?
I don't know.
I used to have a Ghanaian lesson teacher when I was growing up, Mr.
Like that,
Garuba. Yeah.
They had
It's
emotion
very-
quite alright, but
yeah.
no. But then you guys are
I would say
also.
passion, actually.
Passionate.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
very passionate.
Very intense.
Then he would be like, "Why you not getting this?" And I'm like,
I don't know, man. Okay.
Just not getting
So I
it.
think it creeps into the creativity, so
Yeah.
it creeps into the melody and
Yeah.
how we write stuff. So if you understand the stuff that we talk about some stuff that like
Yeah,
really can
yeah.
get to you. And I think that's what actually inspired my writing and the type of music that I do. Definitely,
great,
the Ghanaian environment kind of brought that out.
Okay, so I wanna ask a quick question.
Yes.
Everybody's going international, collaborations outside. Do you think the fact that your language is so not necessarily unlike Nigeria, which has the universal pidgin that everybody
Yes.
gets, do you think part of the difficulty Ghanaian music is having transcending as quickly as Nigerian artists, for example, are transcending is the fact that your language is quite beautiful, but we can't even break down or pick up relatively
Yes.
what is being said. Unlike maybe when you put pidgin for Nigerians and okay, the average person can 2 + 2. Do you think the fact that your language is not necessarily as universal has affected the fact that
Yes, that can play a part, but that cannot be like the ultimate reason. I think the reason is the fact that you guys have a movement. If there is a movement, it's fun to watch and fun to join. America has had a movement. They are into themselves than anybody else. They don't look back to check who's coming,
No.
and that naturally is a
propeller?
yes, like a psychology thing. So now it makes you want to join it. And Nigeria has had it for a very long time. You guys, as much as you think, because it's your daily life, so you don't see it. So me from the outside, what I see is you guys are so into your stuff that anybody who looks at it wants to be a part of it.
Right.
So when there is a movement, whatever you do sits on the movement, and it makes it easier to go. So when you invade as Nigeria, if I go to London, I go to the club and you say African club, automatically you think it's a Nigerian club.
Yeah, true.
A lot of
Because
Nigerians
and
in there.
a
You know,
bunch
the
of Nigerian
ballers
music
are all
as well.
Nigerians.
Yeah.
It's a whole movement,
I
that
get you.
makes you appreciate the music. Because I don't think I understand what Naira Marley is saying.
Some of us here
But it's still
understand.
huge.
Yeah, it
It's
sounds
still-
huge. Yeah,
They play it
Yeah.
out there. So it's
Yeah.
just so now he is riding on the fact that you guys have a movement.
Right.
Because if we were doing that and it's from a country where nobody knows what they're doing, it would be hard for us to go and listen to it. So it's a whole invasion system. It starts with the citizens, the media, the artists. The artists are actually that's the icing on the cake. I
Yeah.
think if typical Nigerians are in the States and they are into themselves, when they get into the car, they're going to play their Nigerian music. Parties is only Nigeria.
True.
Club only Nigerian music. If you are close to them, by the time you realize
Yeah,
You'd be
I
bumping.
have a friend who is in China now. This girl is singing the Chinese music because she doesn't have access to listen
on the other
to
side.
Afrobeat.
yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah, I
that's
get
what
you.
Nigeria has been doing. So
Yeah.
until Ghana can also have that type of movement. And see, when Azonto came and Azonto was, you see,
It was everywhere. It was
you
everywhere.
didn't care whether you
Yeah.
understood it or not.
Yeah, it was everywhere.
Plus, if you get what we are saying, which we do, Kiddy sings in English sometimes. We have Kamido, we have
Yeah.
How to Beats. Even myself, I put in some English in there.
Yeah.
But it's just that we need to have a movement that mattresses what we are doing.
Yeah, but already you guys have the big return you're doing, in December.
Yes, the year
where,
of return.
Yeah. So the year of return where everybody wants to be in Ghana, or everybody's in Ghana as well. But I also, from the school of thought that I think that Africa is a continent of over 200 million. What's over a billion people? Sorry, Nigeria is 200 million, and I feel like constantly we look towards the West for this sort of influence and validation constantly. So when we look at BETs over local awards, we look at foreign collaborations over local collaborations and everything. And I believe that maybe it's time where we, in Africa, start to, say we can be able to make that movement. We can be able to do our thing because we have the numbers. Yeah. We have varying degrees of inequalities as regards purchasing power and everything. But I believe that, little by little, we can be able to just stack on top of that and constantly just make it seem like, we can be here and just keep doing our thing.
Yes, we don't need no validation.
Yeah,
Back
sure.
to what I just said about Ghana, Nigeria.
Yeah.
So on a larger scale, it's Africa and the world.
Yeah.
Right.
So until Africa started invading together
Yeah.
with one identity, Afrobeat, now we have a spot.
Yeah,
now
true.
we control the narrative.
Yeah.
Now we are what is cool.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. It took time. At that time, we're still listening to them and still we're still getting validation, but honestly, it's not like it used to be. Now, if you check, we're not too fast about just winning these international awards.
Yeah.
We have been there, done that.
Yeah.
So if we hold on to this wave that we're having as Africans, trust me, we're going to,
We'll
and
go
then
where we need to
you
go.
build a business around it. I think we'll be good to go.
Definitely.
No
Yes.
problem. So 10:38 right now. It's been a very. I think we need to actually just sit down and just have
Yes.
like a 2-hour
Yes.
conversation
Definitely
and
need
just
to come
chop
back.
it and just chop it up and just keep talking
I can't believe
about.
this is Beats, and I'm here for just a few because you guys support me so much.
I know, because
Thank
we
you.
here what we try to do, especially outside the core of the music that we play, we constantly want to seek out big songs on the continent. The Kiddies, the Sarkodies, a bunch of artists from Ghana, and also I think Abu Siswa the other day, she was here all the way from South Africa, and she said when she put out her first song, and she go on Twitter, and a big radio station in Nigeria was playing the
playing
song.
it, yeah.
So I just believe that constantly we here just try to just rise above that competition amongst ourselves as Africans, and just say as long as
It's
the
good.
song,
As long as
It's
good
good.
music,
as long as the
let's
song is
play
a
it.
bop, you just keep playing it so we can constantly be parts of people's success stories.
Thank
so
you.
Wherever you go, that a radio station out of where I live or where I come from was constantly just playing my music and just supporting. Yeah, so as long as you're black, you're African, I see ourselves we see ourselves as brothers and sisters, no
Thank
matter
you,
what's going
man.
on.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. So
Hats off to that.
yeah, so looking, the album is a bop. It's doing mad numbers
Yes,
everywhere.
No Pressure, 7th studio album out right now, all platforms.
Yeah.
You can follow me, Sarkodie, Sarkodie. Make sure you cop it. I made sure that it's for all music lovers. It's not just limited to. It's hip hop dominated because Black Love, which had Lucky with Rude Boy and all these incredible records, was more of Afrobeat. So just me moving from that, I had to get back into my rap zone for the typical Sarkodie lovers and give them some rap music and then also give them Afrobeat, which is Now Living Thing featuring Oxlade.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I love this.
Yes, and a couple records. I went to Tanzania to recruit my brother Harmonize.
Yeah.
Went to SA to get Casper on that. Went to UK to get gigs. Went to the States to get Wale.
Yeah, so it was
It was a well thought out, well put together
Yeah, it's like a
album.
pop.
Please go copy it. It's out right now. Sarkodie, No Pressure album on all platforms.
Okay, so yes, Non-Living Thing, one of the biggest songs out there right now, Sarkodie and Oxlade. My name is OC, hanging out with Ada. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank
It's
you.
been a very, very, eventful conversation that we've had
Yes.
today. So we're looking forward to times where you can come back and we talk about, other things that span outside music, culture,
Yes.
politics, everything that's going on in Nigeria, everything that's going on in Ghana, and how enlightened people are becoming right now, asking for change and, trying to hold leaders accountable. So I think it's a great time for every young person on the continent right now.
Yes.
Okay, so yes, Non-Living. I sound like a politician. Wow.
Yes, you do.
Come on. Sarkodie and Oxlade. My name is OC. It's the Beats 99.9 FM. Keep it here.